Recording? Yes. Let's do it. All right, so starting off in standing this morning. Let's make sure my head's on screen. So we're going to come down into a heels up squat, so a balanced squat. So bring the arms out in front, about shoulder distance apart with the feet, and then squat down with as much balance as you can manage, bringing the heels up. So coming all the way down, I'm going to pause at the bottom. You're going to bring your left hand down to the mat between your legs, and you're going to reach and twist. You're going to reach the right arm up to the ceiling, opening the chest, and then switch hands. Right hand comes down, left arm up to the ceiling, and I'm bracing my elbow against the opposite knee to help me twist around that little bit further. And then I'm going to bring both hands to the mat. We're going to walk out to plank. So you're going to walk all the way out until wrists are under shoulders, are in a solid plank. And then from there, we're going to lower the chest to the floor, nice and controlled all the way down. Shoulder mobility. So you're going to take the hands, palms up, stack them one on top of the other on your lower back. Let the elbows come towards the mat. They may touch, they may not. And you're going to lift the elbows high and then take the hands up off your back as high as you can. You're going to come around in a big circle until they're overhead. And then you're going to go thumbs up. And you're going to lift the arms, reach them long, trying to get the upper arms past your ears. And then they're going to swim all the way back until they are palms up on your back again, and then let the elbows relax down towards the mat. From there, bring the hands sort of just wider than your shoulders. So we're coming up into Cobra. So wherever you like your hands for Cobra, gently press the floor away and come up as high as you're comfortable with this morning. My legs are active, I'm reaching my legs. Just pause briefly. I'm going to lower down slightly. I'm going to come to our 90-90. So let's go left leg over. Yeah, so we lower down slightly. Left leg comes up, it comes over, and we bend both legs and press up to 90-90. And while I'm doing here is I'm twisting slightly. So I'm not coming up into the kneeling, I'm twisting round, sort of following that movement. And then I'm going to come all the way back down. So I'm untwisting, hands come back down to the mat, left leg comes back over. I'm going to go straight to the other side, right leg lifts, legs bend to a 90-90. I'm just continuing the movement and twisting round. Untwisting, hands come back down, back leg lifts, comes over, and we're back onto our front. Use the hands to push you back through all fours, tuck the toes under, keep walking the hands back until you can come back to your balance point, and we're back at our little squat again. Left hand comes down, brace against the opposite knee, open the chest to the sky. Switching sides, right hand comes down, opening the chest. And then both hands come straight out in front, push the floor away and come to standing. So that's a little flow, right? So we're going to add on slightly to all of that. So same thing, arms out in front, squat down, heels coming up. Left hand comes down, right arm goes up. Right hand comes down, left arm goes up. Both hands come down, we walk out to plank. Going to hold your plank there. We're going to go right knee, right elbow, just the one, and back. Left knee, left elbow, just the one, and back. Lower the chest to the floor. Take the arms on your, or the hands, sorry, on your lower back. Elbows to floor, elbows to ceiling. Lift the arms, swim them round in front, thumbs up. See if you can lift the arms any higher. Swim them back around, elbows to mat. Hands in front to Cobra, lift nice and gentle. Lower slightly, and then left leg comes over, up to your 90-90, twist. Back down to the mat. Right leg comes over, 90-90. Finish the movement, twisting around. Back down to the mat. Push yourself through all fours, toes tucked. Walk the hands back, up to your little squat position. Let's go right hand down, left arm up. Twist and open. Left arm down, or left hand down, right arm up. Both arms come out in front and we come to stand. Go again. Squatting down, right hand down, left arm up. Switching sides, left arm down, right arm up. Hands come down, we walk out to plank for a wrist touch this time. So right knee, left wrist, drive it in and back. Left knee, right wrist and back. Lower with control to the floor. Hands, palms up. Elbows reach into the mat, elbows reach into the sky. Swim the arms around, thumbs up. Lift the arms as high as you can. Swim them back. Let the elbows relax down to the mat. Into your cobra, lifting nice and gentle, shoulders away from the ears, chest open, chin lifted. Lower slightly, and then right leg comes over into your 90-90, finish the twist. Back through, lying on your front, over to the other side, right leg comes over, 90-90. Finish the movement with the twist. All the way back down. Back through all fours, toes tucked. Walk the hands back to your little squat. Left arm down, right arm up, twist and open. Right hand down, left arm up, twist and open. And release, both arms forward, come to standing. So this time we're going to run through it all again, but we're going to finish down on the mat. So same thing, heels come up as you squat down, nice and gentle. Let's go left arm down, right arm up. Right arm down, left arm up. Walk it out to plank. Let's do elbow again. So right knee, right elbow, and back. Left knee, left elbow. Wrist. Opposite wrist. As high as you can, knee to elbow, outside. Yeah, I should have said outside of the elbow, as high as you can. And back, opposite side, high as you can. And back, lower the chest to the floor. Take the hands, palms up, elbows to the mat, elbows to the ceiling. Swing the arms around, palms towards each other, lift the arms up, swing them back around, elbows release to the floor, hands to cobra, lift the chest, release back down, right leg comes over to 90-90, you finish the movement with the twist. Over we go to the other side. 90-90 and finish the twist. How we're going to finish there for that, except we're going to come to our shin box position at the front of your mat, or wherever you want to be on your mat. And then we're going to bring the elbow down. So the elbow is going to be your kickstand. You want space, you can see the space for the gap. So fingers are pointing away from you in the space for your arm to go under, but we're going to do the shoulder clocks here. So the right arm is going to reach up and over. It scoots past your ear, and as it comes past your ear, you're trying to open your chest to the sky. Big circle, comes all the way around. And when it finishes that movement, it's going to go palm down underneath, reach it as far as possible, and then lean away from your reaching fingers. So palms down, leaning away. It's less about getting down to the mat, it's more about reaching sideways. And we release out of that. And then we same again, and reach the arm forward. It's going to scoot past your ear. You're going to open the chest. You're going to circle all the way around. It's going to come all the way through. Reach under, palm down. Walk the fingers as far away from you as you can, and then lean away from that reaching hand. One last time, big circle, opening the chest, lots of rotation today. All the way around, and then slide it under. Reach away. And release, and then we switch to the other side. So create your shin box on the other side. Covered in dust. Kickstand with the arm. And then same again, big circle. So left arm this time, sweeps past the ear. As it comes past the ear, you want to open the chest to the sky, reach the arm back, it goes all the way around, and then palm down, thread the needle, reach the fingers, and lean away from your reaching fingers. You can use the elbow that you've got as a kickstand to kind of push you a little bit further. And then release and go again. Arm goes up past the ear, opens all the way out, chest opening to the sky, big circle, all the way around. Thread the needle, lean away, push out with the opposite elbow. Got kisses. I'm getting kisses from the cat. He's got very, you bit me then. One last time. Reach the arm, circle it all the way around. And thread the needle, palm down, reach in as far as you can, and then lean in away. And we release. Nicely done. Okay, so coming on to all fours. Toes are tucked. So coming to base. So you want your knees sort of more towards belly button level. Hands under shoulders, tail untucked. And just from there, make sure you're pushing the floor away so your shoulder blades are nice and wide. Hover the knees, so just come into active beast. So you're going to lift the knees just slightly up off the mat and breathe. And then release. And then we're going to do the same again. We're going to start to add in some limb lifts. So opposite arm, opposite leg. Let's go right hand, left leg. So just hovering them off the mat and release. Left hand, right leg, hover in and then release. And just keep switching sides. So it's not that I'm going particularly fast. I'm trying to find balance on each side, but I'm not holding there forever either. And just lifting ever so slightly, doesn't need to be a big lift. And eventually we're trying to eliminate as much as possible any movement or sway through the body. Not the easiest thing in the world to do. Last one. And then release and come off your wrist for a moment. Give them a wiggle if they need it. Or if you want to pretend that they need it, just so you can have a break. That's what I do. You didn't need to know that, did you? But now you do. All right, so from there, let's take it into our loaded beast. So from beast, hover the knees, take the hips back, and just check that your knees are not lifting. So you don't want to be butt lifted or knees lifted. And then walk the arms away from you, sinking the chest towards the mat. And then from there, we're going to unload. So you're going to tuck the tail, tuck the chin, and keep the knees the same height away from the floor. Come all the way forward, shoulders past wrists. See if you could tuck any more. And then reverse that movement. Keep the knees as they are. Chin tucks, tail tucks all the way back. We're going to do 2 more. Come forward, unload. Squeeze the glutes. Take it back. One last time. Chin tuck, tail tuck. Squeeze the glutes, shoulders past wrists. And then take it all the way back. Lower the knees there for a moment. Slight rest. And then from here, we're going to come into our wave unload. I'm going to take the hips high on this next one. So brace yourself so that you can pick up the knees. Take the hips up high. So heels high, hips high. Push the floor away. You're trying to shrug your shoulders up to your ears in this position. Chuck the chin. I'm doing it again. Tuck the chin, tuck the tail. And start to come forward, letting the hips come down. Now pause in your sort of plank position. You're still in flexion, so my chin's still tucked, and my tail's still tucked. Now as the hips come down, let the hips come down, squeeze the glutes. Make sure you're pushing the floor away with the hands. The very last thing to come up is your head. You can look up or forward, whichever's more comfortable on your neck. And then taking it back, tuck the chin, push the floor away. Now see if you could get your back rounded. Upper back rounds, mid back, lower back, hips high, heels high. Push all the way back. Maybe find a little bit of stretch down the hamstrings, lift the tail. and then bend the knees back to your loaded beast, and then lower the knees. So just having a little bit of break in between, because I'm looking more for sort of technique and form rather than exhausting you. So nice and slow again. Hover the knees, lift the hips, heels high, hips high. So find that top position first. You're reaching your bottom to the sky, your shoulders are shrugging up to your ears, chin tucks, tail tucks, and come forward. The hips will automatically come down. Find your plank, and then squeeze the glutes as you lower the hips. The head's the last thing to lift. Chin comes down. Push the floor away around the upper back, around the mid back, lower back, all the way up to that high hip position, high heels, right up on your toes, and then bend the knees back to your beast position and lower the knees down. So we're going to play with a single leg version of that to a certain extent. We'll just do the leg lift first, I think. So, from where we are here now, same thing, loaded beast, so hover the knees. Now, as you come up to that high hip position, as soon as you can, pick up your right foot. So essentially, I've just come up into that high hip, high heel position, and I'm on one leg now with the right knee bent and the right heel. I'm trying to get the right heel to my bottom, my toes are tucked. And then when you come back down, you want to keep that foot off the ground as long as possible. So start to bend the left leg back to your beast position. As soon as you can't manage anymore, the toes come down and you come back to your loaded beast. You can rest your knees at the bottom, no problem. Yeah, so same again on the other side. Hover the knees. Start to lift the hips up. As soon as you can, pick up your left foot, heel to bottom, and come to that high hip position again. Push the floor away with the arms. And then coming back down, keep the leg lifted as long as you can. You can't anymore. Foot comes down. You come back through loaded beast. Happy? No, don't blame me. So that then leads into the elbow touch. All right, so that's kind of where we've been building up to for the last 20 years, it feels like. This is not an easy move. Be excited to. I'm waffling just to give you a break because you're going to need it, right? Are you ready for this? Yeah. Right, so walk the arms away. Brace so that you can hover the knees. We're going to go right leg. So right leg, beast reach. We're going to lift the hips up. As soon as you can, pick up your foot. So you want that high hip position first. Yeah, hit that position first. And then just like the wave unload, you keep the chin tucked and the tail tucked, and you start to come forward and you're bringing the knee to the outside of the elbow. Once it's there, drive the knee into the elbow, and then you're trying to look forward. Here we go back, hit the high hip position first, high hips, high heel. As you come down, keep the foot off the ground as long as possible, and then all the way back down to your beast position. How we do? Yeah, other side. So left leg beast. Reach, hover the knees, high hips, lift the left. Heel to butt, push the floor away, shoulders shrugged. Start to come forward, bring that knee with you. It stays tucked into the chest. It comes to the outside of the elbow, it drives in. Lift the face, look forward if you can. Chuck the chin, chuck the chin. Start to press back, hit that high hip position first. Heel to bum still. And then as you lower, keep the foot off the ground as long as possible. Come all the way down and rest your knees. And you could come off your wrists for a moment. Anybody sweating? Or is it just me? See, it's no fun. I can't hear you panting. You can hear me going, and I've got silence. For all I know, you could be making this look a lot easier than I am. All right, so that is.
Yes, but you know, we can't actually hear you panting. You don't sound like you are panting from here.
I am good. I'm doing a good job of hiding it. That's good.
Yeah.
Take my word for it. I am. I'm sweating and panting. Right. Okay. So that's your what's that called? Beast reach. Yeah. So we've got our wave. We know that one. We've got our beast reach, which I love that one. It's kind of a tough exercise. let's go for the wrist touch and then up into the cobra with the leg lift. And we might add on to that one at some point this week because it's a little bit to finish. There's a lot of rotation in it. We might get to it today, right? So same thing, walk the hands away, sink the chest down. Nose is running. So hover the knees. So we're going for our scorpion reach. So the right knee is going to come to the right wrist. So you come forward and drive the right knee to the right wrist. Find the texture, so really push the knee in. And then leading with the toes, you're going to push back, come to that high hip position. It's where we've just been essentially, really here. Leg to the ceiling. And then we're going to come back round. So the circle, you're leading with the knee now, leg comes out to the side, then back to the wrist. And then you come back to your loaded beast. We go again, left, knee comes to right wrist, drive it in. Lead with the toes, make a circle. As you push back, shin to ceiling, really lift up as high as you can on the toes. And then from there, make the circle with the knee, come back to the wrist, and then take it back to your loaded beast, and then lower the knees down. And you can come off your wrists again for a moment. So I feel that we should put some of those together into a little flow. Just looking at the time. I'll probably get one each side done. Okay. All right, we'll do wave and load, we'll do the beast reach, and we'll do the whatever that was, the scorpion, and we'll do one on each side as a flow, and we'll move a little bit quicker so that it's harder. The slower you move, the harder it is, but it also builds the strength, which is quite useful. So let's go wave and load first. Takes us into a good position. So walk the hands away, come into your loaded beast. So hovering the knees, wave and load. Lift the hips high, heels high, chin tucks, lower the hips, and then lift the face, tuck the chin, round the back, take it hips high, heels high, and come back to your loaded beast. From there, we're going to do the unload. Let's do the unload as well. So that's straightforward. Knees stay level, you come forward, chin tucks, tail tucks, squeeze the glutes, take it straight back. From there, beast reach. So we're going to go up with the hips, right heel to butt, heel lifted on the opposite side. Start to come forward and take the right knee as high as you can on the right elbow. Look forward last minute, drive the knee and the elbow together. Chin tucks, hips high, heel to bum for as long as possible, come back down to beast. We go again on the other side, left heel, left butt. Hit the high position first, start to come forward. Knee high on the elbow, press them together. Take it back up and come back down to loaded beast. Scorpion, right leg. Right knee comes to right wrist. Lead with the toe, circle up, press up, 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 up. Back with the circle, knee out to the side, across to the wrist. Straight back to your loaded beast. Left leg scorpion. Knee to wrist. Lead with the toe, circle up and around. High hip, high knee. Back with a circle with the knee to the wrist. Back to loaded beast. And release the knees. Not bad, not bad. We could get that one. The next time we'll work towards 2 on each side. I'll give it a little bit more time. Okay. Lunges, balances, presses, shoe. Andrea, tell me you've got a shoe. Yeah. Because I forgot to mention it yet again. So shoe, some description, come to standing. I'm just going to lift this up. So there is method in the madness here, in case you hadn't realised. I'm not just torturing you with balancing with a shoe on purpose. Well, I am. There's a reason why. We'll get to that in a minute. So let's go left hand. Shoe up to the ceiling to start with. So starting with the lunge, we're going to go same leg, right? So if it's on your left hand, the left leg's going to go back. So a left leg lunge, step back, lunge. Maybe you touch the floor, maybe you don't. Back to your single leg balance. You're going to hold your balance. We're going to press for 3. So bend the elbow, shoe comes down by your face, and then press up. 3, 2, and 1 more. And then we step back into your lunge, back up to balance. We're not pressing again here. We're just going to take it into the lunge balance, take it back to lunge, back up to balance. And just keep moving through that. So you, it makes you a lot more, you have to be a lot more stable when you've got something balancing on your hand. And when you change that balancing act or that shoe for a heavier weight, if you've developed the skill with the shoe first or anything that you can balance on your fist, you're in a much better position when you add some weight. So we'll lunge to balancing, lunge to balancing. One last time. And release, and then we're going to switch sides. So, and you can do opposite sides. I don't think we're going to have time for that today. You could do opposite, opposite arm and leg as well. But for our purposes today, same arm, same leg. So right leg going back this time into your lunge position, lunge, and then come up into your balance. 3 presses here. So bend the elbow, press for 3, for 2, for 1, and then stepping back into your lunge, coming up into your balance. Same rules with the balance. You want this front leg as high as you can. Your back leg wants to be straight. Take it back into your lunge, up into balance. And just keep working through, but make sure when you come into your balance, you hit those high points. So knee as high as you can, knee as straight as you can on the opposite side. Drive it through. Oop. Last couple. Last one. And release it back down, and you can let go of your shoe. I don't know where the time goes with these sessions. This is why I'm looking forward to the stretch one, because I get you for an hour. You'd be delighted to like that. Oh God. Finish it off with the pretzel. Not the best camera angle, sorry, but we should know what we're doing by now. So top knee, bottom ankle, pull the hip back, open the chest. You probably noticed that this is one of the only exercises that I do pretty much every session. Lots of bang for your buck with this one. And then switching sides. And ideally, if you can throw a couple in during the day, not if you sat at your desk at work, obviously, but I mean, I like this one, but even I've noticed a massive difference just from doing it consistently. And release out of that. What day is it? Is it Tuesday? Just like, oh, I'm seeing you later, aren't I, Nicola?
Yeah.
I will
Thank
see
you very
you at
much.
whatever time we've agreed. Oh, you're very welcome. No problem. I enjoyed that. Was that hard?
Yeah.
Hard in a good way. Hard in a miserable way.
Yeah.
Oh,
Thank you
God.
very much.
You're welcome. I'll see you all tomorrow.
See you
See you
later.
later.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.